What's up YouTube, this is Yobi1 checking in, and it's been a couple weeks since my last video update, so just thought I'd give you guys a shout out and tell you what I've been up to. So I'm 2 weeks to the day. I leave in exactly 2 weeks to move back to Japan, yeah, it's things are really accelerating. Things are just really picking up and I've been pretty busy. But yeah, it's getting, you're in that phase when you're about to leave, so your mind kind of starts shifting and changing from your life here and focusing more on your life there. So I only have a couple major things I have to do before I leave, which I definitely recommend you guys always get a head start on the things that you need to do before you leave. Depending on how long you're leaving for, you might want to, sell things that you don't need anymore. If you're going to be moving away, so for example like me, I'm selling my car, selling my old cell phone, selling basically everything I don't need anymore because I don't know exactly how long I'll be in Japan. And basically everything that I'm selling is stuff that I don't like or I don't need anymore. But yeah, probably the major thing for me is just to get rid of my car. That's going to be a big chunk of the change that I'm going to bring over with me to Japan. Other major updates, so if you guys can't tell, I know it's hard to tell with the sun and being outside, but it got a little bit darker. I went down to Penticton, which is in BC, for a camping trip for a few days. And the reason I bring it up is because while I was there, I had an opportunity to go to a winery. And at the winery, I bought a lot of Canadian ice wines. And I remember watching my Jason Argonaut's videos, and he was talking about bringing gifts for people in Japan, specifically your bosses. So that's one of the things that I did, was I purchased a few ice wines, souvenir things as gifts, welcome gifts to the people that are going to be helping me out. So I bought those, 4 different kinds of ice wines. I think that'll be a good present for the adults that I'll be working with. For the kids that I'm going to be working with, I'm probably going to buy, Jason recommended things like stickers, little souvenirs and candies and things like that that are individually wrapped so I can give kids prizes and stuff. So I'm starting to get those things out of the way too. Other major update, I just got back from Calgary the other day, and in Calgary what I was doing was I finally got my certificate of eligibility from the Japanese employer, and so what that is once you get the certificate of eligibility, basically that's like your job vouching for you, and making sure that you have what you need to get the visa. So it's kind of the last step, and the last thing that you need to do is go to your nearest embassy and submit that, and it takes 5 to 10 business days to process, and then they'll either mail you back or you can go and pick up your passport that has your working visa attached to it. So for me, I live in Edmonton. There's no embassy in Edmonton, so I had to go down to the consulate in Calgary, where the jet interviews were. So it might be an office that you guys have be familiar with because of going through the jet process, or if you've ever been to the Japanese consulate. So anyway, I went down there, filled out the forms, submitted that, and now my visa is going to be mailed back to me in probably about a week. So, that's already just about ready to go. So that's the last major legality step before I move. And yeah, so those are like maybe the 2 major things that I've been up to. So what did we talk about? We talked about gifts a little bit. We talked about the visa. I think those are the major things that I wanted to talk about today. Give you guys just a quick update, and yeah, if you guys have any questions or recommendations for souvenirs or things like that, just post them in the comments down below, and I'll definitely try to get back to them. If you guys give me some good ideas for souvenirs to bring for the kids, think about things that are individually wrapped. I'm thinking maybe little Canadian maple cookies. They've probably had that before if they've ever had a Canadian ALT, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Done it.